Happy Flossmas Day 28 and happy anniversary to my parents. My mom and dad are celebrating their wedding anniversary today. So congratulations, mom and dad. I'm sitting here recording today because today feels like I have enough stitching stuff to talk to you about. It feels like a little mini floss tube episode. So I thought I would sit in my floss tube spot. I'm so excited about the things that I've got to share with you today. I've had the best couple of days of stitching and progress, and it's been fantastic. So let's get started. I received in the mail a very special card from Martha. I had mentioned before that Martha, I didn't ask her permission to share her last name. So I'm just gonna say hi to Martha. She knows who she is. She sent me, she had asked around to her fellow embroiderers in her group whether anyone had some more of the discontinued Rainbow Gallery treasure braid that I was missing for my Starry Skies. Now, side note about this particular metallic is now discontinued, but it is not the original called for metallic for this pattern, just to be clear. So I have a funny feeling that the original called for metallic Rainbow Gallery is probably still totally fine, and if you order this kit through from Nancy's Needle, I'm sure you're gonna be just fine. You're not ordering something that's discontinued, or Nancy will have updated it to include something that is. I'm not sure about all that, but what I do know is that this particular metallic that I'm using was one that I had substituted in at the time that I kitted this up, because my local needlework shop didn't have that one called for metallic, but she had something that was very similar, so I swapped it out, but clearly I didn't purchase enough, which is for me very unusual because I'm normally an over buyer, because I worry about these things happen because I know myself. I know it's going to take me a really long time to finish something. I don't want to run into these problems. This is very unusual. So Martha came to my rescue. She asked around. She herself is a big counted canvas stitcher, and she's finished over 65 of them herself, which is amazing. So she managed to track down some Rainbow Gallery treasure braid TR297 for me, and she actually sent me 2 skeins. This is the second one, which I am keeping pristine, and in fact I'm going to tuck it right back in the bag as soon as I'm done. The other one I have over in my stitching spot, and I have already started using it because I worked on my Starry Skies last night. I thought, this is my chance. I've got everything I need now. I'm so close to a finish. I am going for a finish before the end of the year, a big finish. It's about time. This piece has taken me long enough. So, oh, and I gotta show you this cute card that she sent it in. Isn't this beautiful? So she sent the thread tucked into this absolutely beautiful Christmas card. And it was just such a nice thing to get in my mailbox. So thank you, Martha. Much appreciated. And any leftover metallic I will be sending back to you as soon as I'm done, which should be in a few days, because I spent my Friday off the grid stitching party last night. Most of it, I'm gonna say 4 out of the 6 hours I spent working on my Starry Skies. And here's where I got to. So as you can see, I completely finished this metallic not motif, but these lines here. This is now done. I finished 2 complete stars. I worked my way so that I could pre-count all of this work in here with those blue diamonds, so that I'm ready to go to start filling all of that in. And then I came up in here and I filled in the blue DMC pearl. I think that's a number, pretty sure that's a number 5. It's not a number 8. Or is it a number 8? I got rid of the tag a long time ago. I use this pearl cotton all the time, and I just go by the look of it instead of actually remembering the name of it. I'll try to remember to look at the pattern and give you the exact name tomorrow. But look, I'm so close. I'm so close. And today's the 28th. I am positive that I can knock this out before the end of the year, which is pretty darn exciting. There you have it. coming along. I did receive 2 other Christmas cards in the mail on Friday that I just wanted to say thank you for. The first one was from Virginia, this beautiful cardinal. Cardinals are my favorites. Well, all birds are my favorites, but you know, who doesn't have a soft spot for that absolutely beautiful, bright, vibrant bird. Just amazing. And the other thank you is to Dina. Dina of Half Stitch Cross Stitch here on YouTube. Wonderful soul. Thank you, Dina. Thank you for the card and the well wishes. It was really kind. Okay, the other big thing that I have to share with you today is that I have been getting my New Year's Day start ready. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, so I am joining with Brian Blitstitch here on YouTube. Brian is hosting, I guess, I mean, what does that even mean, hosting a sale? It was his idea, and I'm jumping on Brian's bandwagon for the Brenda Keyes. Let me show you the picture here. Brenda Keyes, the sampler company, it's the Red House sampler. So this is all thanks to Brian. And I really do thank him because I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm not mad at all. I love this piece. I think it is absolutely stunning. I can't wait to stitch it. I'm really quite excited about it. Now, a quick note about Brenda Keyes patterns. They are fantastic. I ordered these directly from the UK, directly from Brenda's site, the sampler company. Where is it? Hang on. Nope, that's the wrong card. There's a couple of cards that came in the kit. One of them was the DMC, like how to know which flosses to purchase. Where'd that go? I think I must have left that in with my other, oh, here it is. I fibbed. No, I had everything in my bag. It's thesamplercompany.com. So I'm just gonna show you because I'm not giving anything away. This is the thread list. She provides a separate thread list, and it's on, you know, it's not thin paper. So you can see there I've checked off what I have and what I still need to get. She gives you your stitch count, your thread count, and it's just this lovely little, you know, little extra. I mean, how handy is it to just take this to the shop instead of your entire pattern? So she's at thesamplercompany.com. Come on. There we go. Samplercompany.com. So she just includes these little extras in with the pattern. Like there's a stitched by chart that you can paste onto the back of your project once you've completed and framed it, which is lovely. And then, you know, aside from the pattern, which I'll leave that up to your imagination. I can't show you the pattern, but she also includes this Red House, that's the instructions page for the actual sampler, but she includes the sampler company's how-to leaflet. So this is just part of your package. There's a stitch guide, how to ensure a confident start and a perfect finish. She includes an additional alphabet and numeral chart. There, she also gives ideas on substitute fabrics. She gives you a huge thing of, not a huge thing, but there's a full area of graph paper here so that you can work out personalized names and dates and all that kind of stuff with this additional alphabet here. She suggests how to mount the embroidery. Then on the back of this, she talks a little bit more about the tradition of samplers, some symbolisms of the different motifs, samplers, their origin and development. It's really, really well done. It's a phenomenal product, I think, for the cost. And she is in the UK. So I did order this directly from her website, and it arrived, so from the UK to Canada, it did not take long at all. And I was pleasantly surprised and pleased that I didn't have to pay additional duty on it. No promises that that's actually what's supposed to happen, but I felt that it was a nice little surprise. Came right to the door, well, to my mailbox. So I am thrilled. So now let me show you. I've chosen my fabric. So I have decided to stitch this on, the called for fabric is an 18 count Rustico Ada. Did I get that right? It just says 18 count Rustico. So I think that's like a natural looking Ada. It might be something similar to what I'm stitching some of my landmark tapestries on, except many of those are a 16 count instead of an 18. That's neither here nor there, is it? But you can tell that the background of the fabric has kind of a gray, in the photo anyways. We'll get to that in a minute because photos are deceiving. It has a very gray background, and I pulled most of the threads that I had, and I went stash diving in my fabric pile, and I found this amazing piece of fabric that was gifted to me by Gerald. It is the most amazing piece of xJudesigns 40 count Rocky Mountain. And I can't remember this, is this a, it's a 40 count Zweigart Newcastle linen, Rocky Mountain. This is a 19 by 27, so it's a fat quarter. It's absolutely stunning. So now I need to decide which side. I think the side you're looking at is going to be my front. I think. That's the back side of it. Also gorgeous. I can't recommend her fabric enough, and she doesn't know that I'm saying this. This is Jukas. She is from Hungary, and her fabric dyeing company is on Etsy, and it's xJudesigns.com on Etsy, and I will link to her shop below. I am a thoroughly satisfied customer. Gerald has gifted me this. Gerald uses her fabric now almost exclusively. It's beautifully dyed. It's a beautiful product. It smells nice. It arrives in good time, and she's just a nice stitcher. So I am happy to promote her shop and support her. I know it won't be the last time that I use her fabric and purchase more. So I love it. And I think it's an absolutely beautiful choice for this pattern. So can you see the modeling there? It's just a little bit. You can imagine, use your imagination. I actually dreamt about it last night. That's how excited I am to start this. I dreamt about it. I'm so excited. Okay, now the colors. So here's where I have to say a thank you to, I'm going to call you, I'm not just making up your name, but I feel like I'm going to say your name incorrectly. Angelica Lamp. Now, I really badly want to say that with a French accent, and I want to call you Angelique. So please, please, please correct me in the comments below on how to correctly pronounce your name, because you're a genius. She left me a comment saying, I've kitted this up, but I'm changing the color of the house because the original called for color of the house is 321, okay? We all know 321. It's the greatest Christmas red out there, right? I mean, I know there's lots of great Christmas reds, but 321 is pretty ubiquitous that everybody uses it for that sort of Christmas red. So that's the color that the house is supposed to be. But here's the other colors of the chart. So I'm not sure, this might be a bit too far away for you to see. So let me bring this up closer. Now these are the only ones that I have that are still in skein form. The other ones I have bobbinated. So this is gonna be tricky. Let me fold this back up. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 that I still have in floss form, okay? So you can see those. It's the 926, 926, 924, there. And then 415, there's some 3371. Really doesn't want to focus on the thread there. Come on. There we go. And 934. So what I think is kind of a natural palette. And let's see if I can flip this up like that. You can see, right? It's a pretty natural looking, neutrally sort of palette. Except for this oddball here. They've got 915, it's the magenta. I think those are some of the flowers. I may swap this out for something else. Okay, but 321 is the color of the house. So that to me, and I think I agree with Angelica that it's not, how about we switch it out? So Angelica has switched hers to 355. She says it has more of a brickish color, okay? I didn't have 355 in my stash, but I had 3777. It has a little bit of rust tone in it, and look at what happens when I put it with the other colors. I think it's perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around so that I can actually film the colors close up, and then I'll put that as the ending of this video. So I won't talk over top of it anymore. I've said everything already. So just so that I can give you hopefully a better idea of the actual colors, because I don't think that they're really coming out on the screen, and I've already dropped all the floss twice. However, I think 321 is going back in the bobbin box. Because it is a stitch along started by Brian Blitstitch. He has a love of Amish designs, and he's working, I mean, it's the Amish Life. What is the Amish Life piece that he's working on? It's beautiful. I mean, like everything that Brian stitches, everything he stitches is amazing. But he is stitching an Amish design at the moment. And so I always think of him when I look at this fabric. So I had to make myself, well, I already had one. It actually was a defect bag, because I always get the seconds. I always keep the seconds, and this one had a mark on the fabric. But because it's an Amish bag, I thought it was absolutely perfect to join in with Blitstitch Brian's stitch along, because I always think of Brian when I see this fabric, because I know he loves stitching Amish designs. So, and I've got my key tag on it, so Red House Sampler, and I'm ready to go. So that is it for me today. See, it really did feel like a Floss Tube Monday, did it? On a Saturday. How weird is that? Totally weird. Okay, I have a little bit more sewing to do today. I have my coffee. I bought myself for Christmas a Yeti mug. There's reusable travel mugs, because I got really tired of, when I'm working, my coffee goes stone cold because I'm busy and I forget to drink it. And it's also, I really shouldn't have an open cup of coffee on my desk. It's just a bad idea all around. I've been meaning to do this for a while. So I bought myself a proper Yeti mug, and it keeps the coffee hot for hours. It's like magic, and it doesn't taste like stainless steel. They're a bit pricey for a travel mug, but they're sort of the Rolls Royce of travel mugs. They're very, very good quality, and I foresee it lasting for a really long time. So I'm so excited. I can't wait. Okay, that's it for me today. I'm off to finish some more work and drink my coffee, edit this video, and I'll do a quick little filming of the actual colors of my new start, and I'll see you tomorrow for Flossmas Day 29. Oh, one more thing. It is not too late to donate directly to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. The auctions have now ended from Michelle Bendy's Instagram auction extravaganza. Thank you to everyone who bid and donated directly, bought patterns from Miss Patty. Those patterns are still available for sale. I believe that she has sold 350 patterns, which is amazing, amazing. Much of that money is going directly to Muscular Dystrophy Canada, except for the few administrative costs that she has associated with that. I should mention that I do not have an updated total from Muscular Dystrophy Canada because everyone that is in that department is on holiday. And I think that that is perfectly a-okay. So we're gonna have to wait until the beginning of January to find out how we're doing. But I think if I look at the numbers that have come through on Michelle's auctions, and if I look at the numbers that I think have come through the direct donations, and if I look at the pattern sales, I am guesstimating that we're at around $2,500. So I know that we haven't reached that $300 threshold. So it's not too late to donate. If you are even, you know, no amount is too small, $1, $2, $5, whatever. The link is in the drop-down box below. You can donate directly to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. Please use the link below because that is how we keep track of how those donations are adding to our total for Off the Grid. And please remember to email me, caroline@evertote.com, with the subject heading, I donated to MDC, and you will be entered in the raffle that I will hold at the beginning of January as my way to say thank you for helping me raise money this month, because it's been amazing and I've had a ton of fun. I know we've raised a lot of money, so it's money that is going directly to people who will see the benefit of your donations and your generosity. So thank you very much. Okay, I think I remembered everything today. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm having so much fun. What am I going to do in January when I'm not doing daily videos anymore? I don't know. Somebody asked me today, they said that they felt like it felt like visiting with a neighbor every day, and I should move down to Tennessee and move in and be their neighbor. And I thought, you know, isn't that right? It is so fun. It is like popping in for just a quick short visit over a cup of coffee with your neighbor. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna really miss doing these daily videos, and I always feel the same. There have been a few other months where I've done daily videos, and there's always a little bit of a, at the end of it, you think, well, what now? Because it does take, you know, it takes time, and it's part of my day. So, interesting. I have to think about that. All right, enough from me. Enough visiting from your neighbor. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Happy stitching.